Good evening. Welcome to this year's, it's the 53rd Western Wyoming Community College commencement ceremony and presenting the graduating class of 2013-2014. If you would please remain standing and join Aurora Jones in the singing of our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Aurora. If you would now, please join us in a moment of silence to recognize those who are currently serving our country in the military forces, for those who have served, and for those who have passed away over the last year. We especially remember Punky Burgess, who was a member of our college family. All right, at this time, please be seated. Western Wyoming Community College has graduated nearly 8,000 associate degrees and over 2,000 certificates since awarding our first degrees in 1962. Many of our graduates are now working in the local community as well as Southwest Wyoming. Tonight, 463 students will receive degrees and certificates, having completed their programs of study either in the summer of 2013, the fall of 13, or this last spring semester 2014. 68 of those recipients completed their studies through a Western outreach location. Those would be outside of Rock Springs and Green River. And tonight, as is customary at ceremonies of this type, there are guests to be honored and to be recognized. First of all, let us acknowledge those critical people behind the scenes, those who spend hundreds of hours helping our students to graduate. Let's applaud the parents, the spouses, the children, and the friends of our graduates. And seated alongside of our graduates on either side are those individuals who are our dedicated faculty and staff. These individuals represent our commitment to quality and success. And I'd at this time like the faculty and staff to please stand and be recognized for outstanding service to this community. Thank you. And there are many others that are behind the scenes that help operate our college. And at this time, I really do like to acknowledge the facilities maintenance people and the custodial people who always make our facilities clean and warm to welcome you all as you come to any of our particular events. Let's give those people a round of applause. And seated on stage behind me are a number of people who are vital to the function of the college. And if you would please stand, the Board of Trustees. We have our Board President, Jim Roth, Board Vice President George Ekman, Board Treasurer Richard Baxter, and Trustees Lynn Chatty, Shannon Honecker, and Dr. Tom Spicer. Representing the Wyoming Community College Commission is Commissioner Sandra Meyer. Our administration, President Dr. Carla Leach. Vice President for Student Success Services, Dr. Jackie Fries. Vice President for Administrative Services, Marty Kelsey. Associate Vice President for Administrative Services, Carla Budd. We have with us this evening the Academic Coordinator for the University of Wyoming, Troy Archuleta. And this year's outstanding graduates, Philip Angerhofer, John Fritz, Michael Pelo, Seth Ratke, and Hannah Winward. We have our academic division chairs, Bruce Anderson, Social Science and Fine Arts. Dr. Doug Bunn, Business and Humanities. Dr. Rocky Barney, Math and Science. Kathy Lusmore, the Director of our nursing program. Paul Johnson, Chair of Technology and Industry. And we are honored this evening to be joined by Wyoming State Senator Dr. Bernadine Kraft. And hiding in the back, Wyoming State Representative John Freeman. And I am Lou Fleim, the Vice President for Student Learning. So, let's continue on moving to why we are here, to celebrate the graduates of this year's class. You, the ones dressed in red. Okay? Western Wyoming Community College, which is your college, recognizes that this is the night for the graduates, a night to applaud you, to recognize your hard work, and to recognize your accomplishments. This year, we have 5 outstanding graduates. They've been selected, and each will make a short address. These students are excellent examples of what it takes, and it makes an outstanding institution. So we'll start out with outstanding graduate, Philip Angerhofer. Philip has majored in general degrees in Associate of Science and Associate of Arts. He's from South Jordan, Utah. He has a 4.0 GPA. Philip competed for Western soccer team and has been involved with many activities, including the Associated Student Government and his church. He plans to transfer to Utah State University. The one word Philip uses to describe his Western experience is growth. Welcome, Philip.
Whew. Man, I'm pretty surprised about how many of you actually showed up to see me speak today. Thank you, though. I mean, it really means a lot to me. It's kind of overwhelming, but you'd think someone would be graduating or something. I don't know. But when I was told that I would have the opportunity to speak to you fine people, I was asked to speak about something that I personally would enjoy hearing. So I have prepared 3 minutes of knock-knock jokes for you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But I really almost did it, though. But yeah. Actually, I would like to talk. There's a couple aspects that I find to be very important to Western, and especially important to Western Wyoming Community College graduates. Our responsibility as graduates, and what exactly an ending to something means. We as graduates have a very interesting responsibility that has been placed upon our shoulders. Not only have we taken steps towards bettering our own education, but we have become beacons to the Western Wyoming nation. No matter what we accomplish in our future, we brand it with the Mustang logo. If we seek life in the oil field, in music, theater, athletics, business, or art, or anything else, through our actions and accomplishments, we provide publicity for the school, be it negative or positive. Our responsibility is to magnify our abilities that we have learned through our studies at Western and show the world what it is that Western has to offer. Some of us may seek further education. Some may be done with this degree. Whichever it is, we all have a responsibility to our alma mater. Our time at Western may be at an end, but what does that really mean for us? What is an ending, really? Some argue that all good things must come to an end. I find that these people are misinformed. Others say that every end simply brings a new beginning. This is the philosophy by which I choose to live. Which way will you interpret this ending that today brings? Are you going to simply let it happen and fall back into old habits? Or will you see the new beginning that comes after Western? I assure you that this attitude is a choice. If we wish to change our lives and the lives of people around us, then we must adopt this attitude of new beginnings, rather than accepting endings when they come. Some call it change, others adaptation, but I call it life. Our lives all began with a new beginning. Not one of us would be here today if it didn't. Ultimately, Western has provided us with the tools necessary to handle new beginnings, adjust for change, and adapt to life. Western has provided us with the tools necessary to live. Western graduates of 2014, will you take upon yourselves the responsibility as a graduate and use these tools to make the world a better place? Or will you let your time and money spent here go to waste? I know what I'm going to do. What about you? I would like to thank those who made a difference at my time at Western Wyoming. And if you're wondering if you made a difference, you probably did. And congratulations to all of you graduates. Thank you.
Next, we'll hear from outstanding graduate John Fritz. John majored he has an Associate of Science with emphasis in mathematics, an Associate of Arts, emphasis political science. He hails from Streetman, Texas. He holds a 3.7 GPA. John has been an active member of the Western Speech and Debate Team, a student ambassador, and a legislative intern. After interning with Senator Enzi this summer, he will transfer to the University of Wyoming on a debate scholarship. The one word John uses to describe his Western experience is rewarding. Please welcome John Fritz.
Yeah, it's a real toaster. All right, like Lou said, for those of y'all who don't know me, my name is John Fritz, and even if you don't know me personally, I'm sure you've seen me around and you've definitely heard me and muttered to yourself probably, man, does that kid ever stop talking? Anyway, I thought I'd start off today with a short story. So, Dustin hands me this raffle ticket at the awards banquet a couple weeks ago and says, John, This is the lucky ticket. Now, in my life, I've been drawn in a raffle exactly 0 times. So I, of course, believed Dustin when he told me it was lucky. Anyway, so they gave out some pretty cool stuff. They gave out some iPads, some TVs, and crock pots. I mean, come on, college and a crock pot, that's what you need. So, anyway, Dustin gets down a couple different raffles, and he hands out a TV, a toaster, and then a TV. Guess what I got? Whoa. I got this toaster, and you know what? Most people probably would have been pretty upset to get the toaster at the awards banquet out of 2 TVs, some iPad Airs, and a crock pot. And, yeah, you know what? But I guess most people don't take mathematics and poli-sci and philosophy and do debate and not have social lives either. But I really enjoyed this toaster, and I really enjoyed it because I think that it's the first step to having a great day. So with that wonderful transition sentence, see, what we got here, whenever we got here, however many years ago it was for some of you, none of us went to the admissions office and just picked up our diplomas. Lord knows we tried, but it's not how it works. We were granted acceptance to the school, and we were booted down to the registration office, where we were handed an add-drop form, a bill, but that doesn't really work for my analogy, so forget about the bills. Anyway, so then we were sent to go see our advisors. For 2 years, we repeated this process, and look where we are today. We're about to walk across the stage and get diplomas. And I don't know about y'all, but I know what I'm thinking right now, and it's not just that I hope I don't trip up those stairs when I walk by here in a little bit. That would be weird. Anyway, so these diplomas stand for something. For some of you, it could be the first step to your bachelor's. For some, it may be something that they realized they wanted after years of working and for somebody else who was way underqualified. Or for others like me, it may be the first of many, many, many future degrees. However, for everyone, this is the step to a better future, the first step. The tools that we were given from Western may not have seemed like tools at the time, but don't be fooled. They are tools that have molded us into the people who will take the initial steps in our lives towards an education that will lend itself into every aspect of our future. So, yeah, I'm probably a little odd for liking this toaster, but I know that it will be the first step to a great future where I will get the most important meal of the day. That's breakfast. I'll get to go to work in a job that I've worked for and that I'll love to do. And hopefully one day I'll be able to buy a TV. My overall point is that life doesn't give us the ultimate prizes. It simply provides us with the tools with which we can shape our future and we can obtain our prize. So I hope you hold on to the tools that you've acquired here at Western. I'll bet you they last a lifetime. I know they'll last a lifetime for me. Thank you.
That was great. Thank you, John. Michael Pello is our next outstanding graduate. His major, Associate of Arts, emphasis psychology. He's from Charleston, Utah. He holds a 3.7 GPA. Michael played basketball for Western for the last 2 years. He has been involved with student government, serving as ASG president this term. He is active with his church, peer tutoring, and the Student Athlete Advisory Council. Michael will further his education working towards the goal of being a counselor, a life coach, and a motivational speaker. The one word Michael uses to describe his Western experience is love. Please welcome Michael.
Thank you. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to be Superman. I think that a lot of us can relate. Fly around, have super strength. Any superhero, little kids idolize, they look up to. As I've thought about why I idolize Superman, Batman, Tarzan, Hercules, I thought, it's probably more so because of how others see the superhero, right? They're really strong, they're heroic. And I thought deeper, why is that so impactful? Why does it ring so true to all of us? All these fairy tales, all these Disney characters. And I thought there was one common factor with every one of these superheroes, and that is that they knew who they are. They know who they are. They had to find it through lots of excitement, adventure, danger, but eventually each one of them knew who they were. And I thought that was a powerful lesson. Do you know who you are? Not just what you do, not being a student or an athlete or a teacher or a professor or a mom or a dad, but who are you really? I thought that this is the one thing that I want to leave with all of you, is to really ponder this. Who are you? Hopefully Western has left all of us with a better understanding of that. I know it has for me. I know more who I am, and because of that, my thoughts have changed, my habits have changed, and my future and destiny will change, I'm sure. King Louis XVI of France had been taken from his throne and imprisoned. His young son, the prince, had been taken by those who dethroned the king. They thought that inasmuch as the king's son was heir to the throne, if they could destroy him morally, he would never realize the great and grand destiny that life had bestowed upon him. They took him to a community far away, and there exposed the lad to every filthy and vile thing that life could offer. They exposed him to foods, the richness of which would quickly make him a slave to appetite. They used vile language around him constantly. They exposed him to lewd and lusting women. They exposed him to dishonor and distrust. The young prince was surrounded 24 hours a day by everything that could drag the soul of a man as low as one could slip. For over 6 months, he had this treatment, but not once did the young man buckle under pressure. Finally, after intensive temptation, the captors questioned him. Why had he not submitted himself to these things? Why had he not partaken? All of the things that were offered provided pleasure, things that would satisfy one's lusts, and the things that were desirable to everyone else, and all of them were offered to him. Why wouldn't he partake of them? The boy said, "I cannot do what you ask, for I was born to be king." This is a powerful story. What were you born to do? Do you really know who you are? I know that we have probably been asked that question multiple times, but we have a great opportunity now, everybody in this gym, to really ask that, to take time alone, to really ponder that. Who am I? I know that that's what gave superheroes their power. You think of Superman. Whenever he was weak, he'd go to his father and visit him, or he'd go and fly to the sun. He'd be alone. Hercules had to go on a far-off place and find out who he was. I won't sing that song for you, sorry. But I would invite all of you at this moment to really ponder that, to think about that. Who are you? I know that that will make the biggest difference in your life as you really establish your identity. If you think that you're just a nobody, then your actions, your thoughts, everything will follow. But if you really find out who you are, your destiny will be much grander than you ever imagined. I promise that to you. Perhaps the greatest test in the end of life when we realize is to realize who we've become, not what the world would term success, not money, not fame, but who am I? What's my character? I invite you to think about that, and it's my hope that all of us will do that and fulfill our grandest dreams, our destiny. Go Mustangs.
Next, Seth Radke, our outstanding graduate, comes to us from Green River, Wyoming. Major is Associate of Arts, Secondary Education emphasis, and Associate of Science with an emphasis in mathematics. He holds a 3.95 GPA. Seth is involved as a volunteer in many activities, as a student ambassador, and as a member of the speech and debate team. He plans to complete his bachelor's degree in education at Mayville State University in North Dakota. The one word Seth uses to describe his Western experience is excellent. Please welcome Seth Radke.
I left college the first time over 10 years ago under academic suspension with a 1.67 GPA. You heard that right. My friends reliably inform me this is called flunking out. After this, it took my Uncle Ron to convince me that it doesn't matter where you're going, as long as you're going somewhere. I'm here today to say that what he meant is don't get caught up doing what you think others think you should be doing. Work hard and keep learning while doing something rewarding for you. I'm here because Western Wyoming Community College is for people who are going somewhere. I spent most of the next 10 years in industry. So, for everyone receiving a certificate in technology and industries, well done, and congratulations. I hope that you learn as much as I did, work as hard as I did, and have as much fun as I had. After the birth of my first daughter and needing more excitement in my life, I left to pursue a degree in mathematics. It was for the excitement and education. So for all of my non-traditional peers graduating today, well done, and congratulations. I know that after a decade out of the classroom, registering for example, calculus is uniquely terrifying. For anyone in the audience thinking of going back to school, come on in. The water's fine. The students and staff at WWCC will treat you like a serious student with serious goals, not just some crusty old non-trad. Thank you for that. For my peers graduating today because you, for example, passed Calculus 2 the first time, well done, and congratulations. I don't know anything about that. Today, I graduate WWCC with a 3.95 GPA. I had excellent instructors. I worked hard, I did all of my homework, and I never skipped class. If only I'd known about that the first time. It's more than that, though. We are all here today celebrating when I run out of motivation at the end of the semester and I say, I have enough points. I could slack the rest of the time and still pass. My wife says, I know you have higher standards than that. She also means don't let the family down and I can smother you in your sleep. For all the spouses and parents here today who have supported us, well done and thank you. It's also friends. Friends like my debate partner, John, like my best man, Alex. The friends who say, I know you'll choose the hard class because that's the kind of guy you are. The kind of friends who say, I know you've had a couple beverages and you're upset, but it's okay. I know you will certainly, definitely, surely not do that thing. I'm not going to divulge that thing because I definitely didn't do it. For all the friends who've helped us be the best people we can be, well done and thank you. I hope we're all that friend for someone. Let's leave here together, remembering that we were here together because Western Wyoming Community College is for people who are going somewhere.
Thank you, Seth. Outstanding graduate Hannah Windward comes to us from Farson, Wyoming. Her major is Associate of Arts with emphasis in English. She has a 4.0 GPA. Hannah has been involved with Phi Theta Kappa Honorary Society, serving as president this year. She's also active with her church and the honors program. Hannah will transfer to Utah State University this fall. Hannah describes her Western experience in one word, empowering. Please welcome Hannah Windward.
As was mentioned, I'm an English major, and as I was preparing for my speech, I thought I might share with you long selections of Shakespearean prose, but then I decided that I wanted to live to be 20, so we're not going to do that. But I did want to share with you a short 3-stanza poem that my dad read to my siblings and I when we were kids. It's by Edgar A. Guest and called It Couldn't Be Done. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So we buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one ever has done it." But he took off his coat, and he took off his hat, and the next thing we know, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start in to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we can do impossible things. You may have already done some here tonight, and as we look to the future together, I hope that we can accomplish many more.
Thank you, Hannah. Let's give our outstanding graduates another round of applause, if you will. And now for your listening pleasure, we have The Song Has Just Begun, performed by Western's Mixed Ensemble.
The music of our life is filled with wonder.
Each person has a special song to sing.
In life's symphony of praise, we each must take our place. So find your voice and let the music ring. The song has just begun. There's music to be sung. Lift high your voice, the time of joy has come. Make hope and love your theme. Rejoice
Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you. For many of our graduates, a certificate or associate's degree is the first step, and then they may move on to a university or college elsewhere. For others, the option of continuing their education towards a bachelor's degree or a master's degree can only be completed by taking courses online or in their hometowns. Tonight, we acknowledge graduates who started at Western and then completed their degrees at a distance through the University of Wyoming. Mr. Troy Archuleta, the academic coordinator for UW Outreach, will now acknowledge the University of Wyoming graduates. Please welcome Troy Archuleta.
Thank you, Lou. On behalf of the University of Wyoming and the Outreach School, we would like to extend our sincere thanks to Western Wyoming Community College for this invitation to recognize our outreach graduates, as well as congratulating this year's class. Tonight, I am pleased to recognize 2 UW graduates. These 2 graduates are part of over 25 Outreach School spring graduates from Carbon, Lincoln, Sublette, Uinta, and Sweetwater counties. I am also pleased to recognize 3 master's degree recipients and a PhD recipient from Western Wyoming Community College who are sitting along the sidelines tonight. The Outreach School would like to extend our sincere congratulations to the following Western employees for completing their advanced degrees. Please stand when I call your name, and in the interest of time, please hold your applause until all names have been read. Carla Lee, Master of Science, Nursing Education. Lisa Lee, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. Brenna Reynolds, Master of Science, Instructional Technology. Aaron Jensen, Doctor of Philosophy, Science Education. Let's give them a big round of applause. Outreach students are just like many of you. Most are working full-time, taking care of their family obligations, in addition to completing their coursework online or in audio or video conference courses in their own communities. Our students are able to achieve their academic goals without having to relocate to Laramie or Casper. Graduates, celebrate tonight. This is your culmination of your dedication, commitment, and perseverance. Not everyone's path has been identical or easy, but it has been your ability to persevere that has led you up to this point. Please know that the world will continue to test you in ways that you may not even be able to imagine. Also know that education and responsibility go hand in hand, and not only do you have personal obligations, but as graduates, you have obligations to our global community as well. So please, use your educations, talents, temperaments, and convictions to better mankind. Please continue to persevere and never stop learning. I would now like to recognize a bachelor's degree recipient and a master's degree recipient. Margaret Ferricks, Master of Arts in Adult and Post-Secondary Education, and she's also with Western Wyoming Community College. And lastly, Monica Salazar, Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice, minor in Psychology. I'm sorry I didn't bring my avocado green crock pot for the toaster guy. My wife would have been happy to get rid of it, but thank you all and enjoy the rest of the celebration.
Thank you, Troy. I now have the pleasure and the honor to introduce the president of Western Wyoming Community College, Dr. Carla Leach. Please welcome Dr. Leach.
Family, friends, faculty, staff, students, trustees, commissioner, and my great colleagues. It is a pleasure to be here tonight, but I want to talk to the students for just a few minutes, if you don't mind. Now, I've seen a lot of you walking around here in red, but you definitely look better in red tonight than I've ever seen before. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. You've heard it several times tonight, but I do want to reinforce a thought. You earned this recognition tonight. You earned the right to take home your diploma certificate tonight. You made the decision for this goal, you went after it, and you got it. You had choices to make in order to accomplish this goal. Coach Schwartz has a sign that he used to have on his office every once in a while, and I'd walk by it and I'd read and I'd think, oh, that is a powerful statement. Coach Schwartz's sign said, it was pretty worn out, by the way. I hope you took it, I hope that you're taking it to your house, Coach. Somewhere, someone is practicing, and when she meets you in competition, she will beat you. You made that choice. You didn't play that extra video game. You didn't go running around. You didn't watch the extra TV show or movie. You chose to study. You chose to learn. When you had questions, you chose to talk to your professors. You chose to pursue this goal, and you got it. You earned this, and that is fabulous. As you went through this process, someone supported you. Someone gave you a positive voice, supported you, hugged you, maybe sent you a couple of dollars when you needed it. Someone supported you on this journey. Maybe it was your mother, your father, your husband, your wife, your child. Maybe it was a teacher, a counselor, your pastor, your friend. Most of those people, many of those people are in this room tonight. We don't go through life alone. We have people that help us along that journey. Thank them. Thank them tonight. Don't hesitate. Life is short. Thank them tonight. If they're not here tonight, thank them tomorrow. Make it a point, because you didn't do this alone. You earned it, you worked for it, but somebody supported you on the path. Be thankful and thank them tonight. Tonight, we're going to be here just a little while you come across the stage and we hand out these diplomas. You're going to have a chance to do a little thinking. And I have an assignment for you because, well, it's my job is to give out assignments, I suppose. But tonight, while you're sitting there, I want you to think a little bit about who you're going to support. Who are you going to be the positive voice, the voice of encouragement, so that they can make this step? Will it be your child or your mother or your father, your husband, your wife? Maybe it's a teacher, a counselor, a friend that needs to know that you made this journey and they can make this journey too. Who are you going to be the strong support for? Life is a journey, and we must be aware of the impact we have on others. We can be a positive influence, a smile, a word of encouragement. Be kind, be supportive in how you speak to others. Choose to be the strength behind their decision to create a better future, to create a stronger life. I received an email a few weeks back from Professor Maddie, and at the bottom was a quote, and I think this is a credit to Stephen Grillet from about 1850s in that area, but it's important, and I want to leave you with this quote. I expect to pass through this world but once. Any good, therefore, that I can do, any kindness I can show to any fellow creature, let me do it now. Let me not defer or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. Thank you for your time at Western. Thank you for being a part of our legacy here, your history here, and I hope you always look back at the time that you had as you passed through here. Thank you. It is my pleasure at this time to recognize retiring staff and faculty members. You will be able to see them from the combined years of experience that Western Wyoming Community College employees are committed to our students and to our community. Thanking those students, those staff members retiring with a combined 91 years of service and I want to recognize them. Many of our staff members might not be here tonight, but if they are here, please stand. Connie Stonebreaker worked at the Green River Center and the community education specialist. She brought us many classes for 5 years of service. Vicki Pedersen Steinpoint was a custodian for 15 years, and her smiling face was in the halls when we needed her. Kenda Coleman, Hannah Elk Mountain, Western Wyoming Community College Outreach Coordinator for 24 years, helping people that are at a distance from Rock Springs to get these degrees. Coach Ken Schwartz, women's basketball coach. 14 years of service, coaches in the back. And Crystal Radke. Crystal served Western Wyoming Community College for 33 years. She was the nursing program coordinator in the Kind Voice. And her work in the office helped keep everything together for an outstanding program. So one more time, let's recognize these staff members who are retiring. We also have 3 faculty and 1 administrator who are retiring. These individuals have a combined 97 years of service to Western Wyoming Community College. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Vice President Lou Fleim. Vice President of Student Learning and past instructor of Industrial Technology, and a great MC for this celebration, don't you think? Lou contributed 7 years of service to this institution. The following 3 faculty are retiring, but were nominated by their peers and unanimously voted by the Board of Trustees to receive the status of Professor Emeritus for more than 20 years each of exemplary teaching. Marlene Ethier. Marlene is an outstanding professor of nursing and past director of nursing, worked here for 25 years, brought innovation to nursing education that is being replicated around the state. Thank you, Marlene. Dee Forrest. Dee served us for 33 years, touched many, many of your lives. Associate Professor of Biological Sciences. For 28 years, she was full-time, and for the first 5 as an adjunct faculty member. And Dee, I can't tell you the number of compliments I get from people who say, she had that lab on the Saturday, and it was really, really hard. And I really learned a lot. So thank you so much, Dee. We appreciate all your service. The final Professor Emeritus is a gentleman that won't show up to be celebrated. He worked here for 33 years, and he's been disappearing at the time the accolades come across for 33 years. Dr. Dudley Gardner. As you know, Dudley served as Professor of History and Political Science and is past chair of the Social Sciences and Fine Arts Division. I want to tell you a little bit about Dudley briefly. He might really actually be here because he watched most of the plays up on the catwalk in the theater. So, Dudley, if you're here, we appreciate your service. At this time, I would like to invite James Roth, President of the Western Wyoming Community College Board of Trustees, to come forward. Mr. Roth, on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, I am very proud to present to you the Western Wyoming Community College graduating class of 2013-2014. These students have been certified as having completed all board requirements for their respective academic programs. These students are the finest representatives of quality achievement at Western Wyoming Community College. We wish them the very best in their future educational pursuits and the achievement of their career goals. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Leach. On behalf of the West Wyoming Community College Board and the entire community of West Wyoming Community College, I accept this graduating class, which includes Associates of Fine Arts, Associates of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate Degree of Nursing, Associate of Applied Science, and certificate recipients. These students have met the requirements of their respective programs and will be granted their awards and degrees. I would like to congratulate you on your accomplishments and commend you for all that you as individuals have brought to West Wyoming Community College. We have outstanding facilities, exceptional faculty and staff, but it's the students that bring the life to the college. Congratulations and best wishes for your future and academics and occupational endeavors. You've done very well, and we are very proud of you.
So now the time that you're all here for. It is time to recognize each of our graduates individually. Okay, your program lists all graduates. However, we will announce only the graduates who are now in attendance. So, if a student is receiving multiple degrees or certificates, we will recognize all of their accomplishments when they receive their first degree. The division chairs who I introduced earlier will assist in reading the names, and we will announce the graduates receiving the degrees in this order: the Associates of Fine Arts and Associate of Arts degrees, followed by Associate of Science degrees, followed by the Associate Degree in Nursing and Practical Nursing Certificates, followed by Technology and Industry, the Associate of Applied Science, and other certificates. Board members and Dr. Leach will now assist in handing out the awards.
Would the first row stand and come forward at this time, please? Associate of Fine Arts, Musical Theater, Larissa Lynn Fleming. Mariah Kristen Hemstead, also Associate of Arts. Amber Jeanette Larson, also Associate of Arts. Anna Maria Marchant. Chantal Piper. In Technical Theater, Isabel Perez. Chelsea Nicole Winters. Associate of Arts, Jorge Alatorre. Philip William Engerhofer, also Associate of Science. Carlene Elizabeth Atkinson, also Associate of Applied Science in Electrical and Instrumentation Technology. Taylor Outofart, also Associate of Science. Norma Sue Spring Baxter. Kylie Marie Bennett. Robert D. Bentley. Javiele Bermudez. Teresa Irene Blau. Kelly Bowden. Cassidy Brown, also Associate of Science. Annie Murdoch Burrows. Kayla Joy Carr, also Associate of Science. Marnie Christensen. Habib Sisi, also Associate of Science. Jasmine Marie Clark. Bailey D. Crompton. Heather Darren. Cindy Dawn Davis. Shannon Andrea Dixon. Caitlin Kara Dietrich, also Associate of Science. Jason D. Dreer. Natalie Marie Duncan. Max Diego Durón Murillo, también asociado de Ciencia en Ingeniería. Megan Christina Earl. Lino Escobedo. Tanisha Ann Floyd. John Fritz, also Associate of Science. Ashley Rose Gallagher. Corbett Dean Garcia. Diana Garvin. Davion Gibson. Leslie Lizette Gilmore. Justin Gomez, also electrical apprenticeship certificate. Mariana Amanda Gonzalez, also Associate of Science. Jacob Allen Graves. Bonita M. Griffin. Cindy Haggett. Cheyenne Halalilo. Harley Hall. Brianna Toyson Heron. Annalise Hughes. Hannah Mae Hughes. Crystalline Isherwood. Pamela Eastlis, also Associate of Science. Amanda Renee Jackson. Adriana Jensen. Colton Butler Jensen. Connie Johnson. Victoria Johnson, also Associate of Science. Wesley David Jolly, also Associate of Science. Logan G. Jonas. Aurora Jones. Stephen R. Jones, also Associate of Applied Science in Electrical and Instrumentation Technology. Desiree Joyner. Kayla L. Kendrick, also Associate of Science. Casey Marion Kennedy. Seth Tyler Kessner. Ashley Mariah Kiernan. Minky Kim, also English as a second language certificate. Amber Rochelle Klepper. Stephanie Elena Klofenstein. Rebecca Ann Kuntz. Tanya M. Lascano. Melissa May Lazelle. Courtney Lee. Kaylee Liturgy. Carolyn S. Ledke. Caleb McConnell, also Associate of Science. Josie Nadine McDowell, also Associate of Science. Jennifer L. Melton. Cami Marie Michaeli. Laura Carolina Miegel. Jonathan S. Mines. Amber M. Minton. Raul Adrian Montano Banda. Natalie Dawn Morrow. Colleen Murphy. Alex Whitney Nelson. Melena Nilsson. Yumiko Ojima. Lane Charles Oliver, also Associate of Science. Olayinka Oyebanji. Boseelk Park, also English as a second language certificate. Courtney Ann Paulson. Kimberly Dawn Paxton, also Associate of Science. Michael Bradley Pello. Caitlin Chantel Perry. Bailey Marie Peterson. Seth Michael Radke, also Associate of Science. Lindsay Record. Randy Record. Deborah Lean Reed. Dixon Richens. Raquel LaShawn Rima. Haley Lynn Rodriguez. Brian Joseph Romero. Amy Elaine Romero Griffin, also Associate of Science. Cheyenne Marie Rude. Kyle Celius. Christina M. Serafina, also Associate of Science. Stephen Doyle Shelley. Samantha Elise Schisler, also Associate of Science. Ashley Smallstig. Norma Soria. Sean David Stahl. Talon R. Steed. Tomomi Sugawara. Also English as a second language certificate. Tess Buchanan Swarchek. Saori Takauchi, also Associate of Science, also English as a second language certificate. Anna K. Tesdal. Christine Louise Toon. Jose Valdez, also Creative Writing Certificate. Miles DeWitt Vandewater. Jody Vavra. Shailene Vogt, also Associate of Science. Danica Webb, also Associate of Science. Isaac West. Morgan Weston. Destiny Williams. Sebastian Williamson. Amal Wilson. Jenny Wynn. Caleb Christopher Winward. Hannah Winward. Michelle Wolfley.
Associate of Sciences, Teresa Marie Allgaier. Also Fitness Leadership Certificate. Connie Alter. Also Associate of Applied Science in Office Information Systems. Talencia Sue Argyle. Adrian Avalar. Colton Barnett. Greer Barney. Shelby T. Barrett, also Fitness Leadership Certificate. Crystal R. Boffman. Catherine Miranda Bobo. Elise Brahman. Ting Bruder. Dawn Bullock. Pedro J. Candelaria. Courtney Marie Carroll. Alex Condos. Caden Daniel. Adam Dewey. Angela Dortland. Mercedes Ely. Angie Lee Erickson. Travis Boyd Erickson, also Associate of Applied Science in Electrical and Instrumentation Technology, also Electrical Instrumentation Control Technology Certificate. Tyson Eric Erickson. Pedro Faria. Deanna Marie Bildy. Also Fitness Leadership Certificate. Christina J. Fulmer. Randy Sheree Garbett. Danielle Jacqueline Gerard. Callista Lee Greenmeyer. Angela R. Gould. Jocelyn Harper. Natalie Jo Harrison. Philip B. Holloman. Shane Hooten. Taylor Nicole Hughes. Elizabeth May Johnson. Nikolai Auburn Greer. Sadie Rose Johnson. Mackenzie K. Jones. John Darwin Keller. Zachary A. Karitnik. Jason Kruljek. Nina Elizabeth Lacey. Johnsy Taylor Listen. Jing Liu, also English, has a second language certificate. Anthony Robert Lovato. William Wayne McDowell, also Associate of Applied Science in Oil and Gas Production Technology. Zachary C. Meek. Yulka Meeks. Kira L. Miller, also Digital Design Technology Certificate, also Website Development Certificate. Whitney Mitchell, also Fitness Leadership Certificate. Melissa Morris. Krista K. Mountier. Robin Kim Niemann. Grace K. Newman. Midori Lindell Omelia. Sarah Lynn Peterson. Nathan Stewart Pierce. Zachary Allen Plitt. Susan Ladine Cook Potter. Kevin Poyer. Amanda Marie Price, also Certificate in Supervision and Leadership. Brissa G. Ramirez. Paola G. Ramirez. Carly Lynn Rawlings. Brent R. Rhodes. Sean C. Reitfeld. Larry Samuel Robinson. Natasha E. Soborin, also Supervision and Leadership Certificate. Annie Salisbury, excuse me. Erica Shenton, also Fitness Leadership Certificate. Stephen D. Scores. Russell L. Smallstig III. Lindsay A. Spencer, also Associate of Applied Science in Office Information Systems, also Medical Office Assistant Certificate. Ryan Joseph Steele. Cole Stewart. Tyler Bay Stout. You bet. Nicholas Matthew Sir, also Fitness Leadership Certificate. Jordan L. Swenson. James Edward Tardoni. Tiffany Ann Trimble, also Fitness Leadership Certificate. Tyler Allen Trumbull. Emil A. Zebri.
Associate degree in nursing and practical nursing certificates. Monica Arnell. Jamie J. Baldwin. Amelia Marie Quavez. Aaron Dayton. Janae Fuller. Luz Ade Garcia. Scott E. Griffith. Tyler E. Johnson. She's here. I'll do it next. Corey M. Hibbard. Oops. Renee L. Johnston. Sarah Mars. Desiree A. Padilla, also Associate of Science. Carlos Saavedra, also Associate of Science, also Associate of Arts. Chrissy Sampley. Alyssa J. Schwartz, also Associate of Science. Frankie Marie Stevenson, also Associate of Science. Josephine Kennan Stratton. Stacy Crystal Wells.
Associates of Applied Science, Business, Office Information Systems, Brandy Nicole Forster. Emily Leanne Gentry. Melissa Ann Jenkins, also Administrative Assistant Certificate. Shauna R. Johnson. Brandy Logan, also Medical Office Assistant Certificate. Debbie Parsons. Shauna Romrell. Josefina Testini. Office Information Systems Medical Office Assistants, Christina E. Anthos. Rebecca K. Brady. Ashley Luthi. Helen Jeanette Rosales Fernandez. Brittany Ashley Tilkill. Kimberly Lee Wagstaff. Also, Office Medical Assistance Certificate. Chantel M. Williams. Technology and Industry, Automotive Technology, Tyler Boydston. Also, Alternative Fuel Vehicle Technology Certificate. Diesel Heavy Equipment Mechanics, Mitchell Roy Dyson. Patrick Sean Even. Austin J. Cook. Thomas J. McCracken. Miguel Angel Panella. Tyler Jason Wolfley. Electrical and Instrumentation Technology, Kesslin Lane Dodd. Eric Todd Johnson, also Electric Instrumentation Control Technology Certificate. John G. Lux. Evan Mueller. Matthew Paul. Travis Ann Ruiz. Quentin Smith. Matthew David Zaadra. Industrial Maintenance. Lance Catalan. Gabrielle T. Click, also an Associate of Applied Science in Mine Maintenance Technology. Jason Leroy Wild, also Associate of Applied Science in Welding Technology Fabrication Shop. Mine Maintenance Technology, Jade Sky Bunderman. Oil and Gas Production Technology, Christine Hollett. Brian Harden. Ricky Montanez, also Oil and Gas Production Operation Certificate. Joseph Nicotera, also Oil and Gas Production Operation Certificate. Amanda R. Vogel, also Oil and Gas Production Operation Certificate. Patrick Walker. Certificates. Business Administrative Assistants, Elizabeth Lucille Walsh. Medical Office Assistant, Maravika Cabana Inman. Supervision and Leadership, Jerry L. Flick. Jameson Stewart Pettibone. English as a Second Language, Helomina Solis de Treviso. Humanities, Western American Studies, Social Science, Emergency Management, Courtney Elizabeth Pedmore. Technology and Industry, Automotive Technology, Colin D. McIntyre. Electrical Instrumentation Control Technology, Isaiah K. Thompson. Leslie Walker. Maintenance Mechanics for Industry, Honey Barbero. Also Surface Maintenance Mechanic Certificate. Zachary D. Carey. Also Underground Maintenance Mechanic Certificate, Zachariah Lindwig. Also Mine Maintenance Technology Certificate. Trenton Potter, also Underground Maintenance Mechanic Certificate. Colleen Schoengarth, also Surface Maintenance Mechanic Certificate. Welding Technology Mine Maintenance, Ryan Winger.
All right, if all the graduates would please stand. And graduates, by the authority vested in the administration by the Board of Trustees, I present the Western Wyoming Community College graduating class of 2013-2014 and confer upon each student the appropriate associate's degree or certificate to which you are entitled, with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Now, if you would take your tassel and move it from the right side to the left side, congratulations and best wishes. Please be seated. Thank all of you for being here as we conclude this evening's event. I want to thank the brass quintet for the music that's provided to us this evening. And I would ask each of you to join us in the atrium for congratulations and refreshments. The graduates will recess through the doors behind the stage. Please plan to meet your graduate either at the atrium or where you might have predetermined to meet them. Please remain seated, if you would, till the graduates, the faculty, and staff have all left the building. And please move away from the entrances. It's very important that you dissipate the crowd. So thank you very much for this evening. Have a great weekend.